नाही काय म्हणणार व्हिडिओ काढतो आपण तर काय लांबून काढतोय ना. दिसतंय का एवढंच दिसतंय म्हणा आम्ही लॉकडाऊन दिसताना तेवढी कळू लॉकडाऊन आहे का. थांबा म्यूट नाही केलं मला. काय चालू तुमचं. का थांब इकडून दाखवतो.
अरे वाह,
द्वारका में दिख रहे हैं ना
बाबा की जय. हाँ राइट राइट, हाँ
इतना ही दिख रहा है अभी.
दिख रही है. ओके ओके, थैंक यू टू बालिका, थैंक यू वेरी मच. तुमने आज हमारे सबको दर्शन दिलाए. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
हाँ वेलकम.
ठीक है.
हाँ
ओके ओके, तुम जा सकती हो. थैंक यू.
थैंक यू.
ओके.
हाँ
शेखर जी, should we start or give couple of more minutes?
Yeah, a couple of more minutes and then we can start.
Okay. So Tarkaji, you are using your new some different connection?
No, same thing is there.
Okay, now it's okay. Now it's fine.
Yeah, because they have done they have changed the mic.
Acha, okay.
My children, yeah.
Okay, now it is fine. Now it's good.
Yeah.
And I'll start with Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Par Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri Sai Nathai Namaha. You know, lot of people, I talk to devotees and they say that, oh, what's going on? Shirdi is closed. How will we go to Baba? Ram Navami didn't go. We didn't go on Guru Purnima. And you know what I was thinking? केशवराव प्रधान जब बाबा के पास गए थे तो बाबा ने कहा केशवराव प्रधान अब बहुत हुआ, ये फोटो ले और भिवपुरी में बैठो. I'm sure he must be going through the same feelings. बाबा मैं तो शिरडी में तेरे दर्शन करना चाहता था, तूने मुझे यहाँ बुलाता नहीं है. And what was the result? Baba gave him Sakshat Darshan there. मनकर जी को मच्छिंदगढ़ में भेज दिया बाबा ने. मनकर कहता बाबा अरे मैं यहाँ किलो में क्या करूंगा. एंड बाबा ने कहा ये मत सोच कि मैं सिर्फ शिरडी में हूँ, मैं हर जगह हूँ. और बाबा ने उनको वहां साक्षात दर्शन दिए. एंड आई थिंक देयर आर लॉट ऑफ इंस्टेंसेस लाइक दिस. हमने सुना भीष्म जी को मोपा भेज दिया. So I think this is a very, very special Guru Purniya for all of us. There is a message from Baba that don't think I'm in Shirdi. You know, I will come to you each and everyone's of house tomorrow, right? Because, and I find this Guru Purniya more auspicious than any other Utsav because this is for our Guru. You know, we all have biological parents, but they are only for this lifetime, right? Our Guru, he's from across the birth. So I think with this, a very happy Guru Purnima to all of you. I'm sure you have all plans to make different delicacies for Baba, bhakri chunka or bhindi ki sabji, bangan ki, and I don't know what with all that stuff. And I'm sure like jaise Bala Sahib Dev ke aaye the Baba, different form mein, but unko pata nahi chala. So I'm sure in some form or the other, Baba will come to each and everyone's house all across who's there in this call or and who's not there. He will come definitely, and he knows that we are longing for his darshan and he will give us. So with that, you know, we have Tarkhanji back in our program. As always, you know, we are very excited, and today there is a, you know, something different. We were discussing, Tarkhanji and me, we were discussing about Nevasa, and I was very surprised to hear that in Pothi, not in English Pothi, but in Marathi Pothi, in 27th chapter, it is written ki Baba spent 1.5 years in Nevasa. That is, and I checked on English Pothi, but I couldn't find it. Maybe I overlooked. So, and then I found in Gavankarji's book, there is a very interesting thing that Anna Sahib Gavankar also did some research that, and I shared with many of you devotees that Maharashtra mein, there used to be a freshwater sea, और समुंदर मंथन जो हुआ था वो महाराष्ट्र में ही हुआ था. And Nevasa was one of the place which Tarkhanji will talk about and he share his experience. And Shirdi is not very far from Nevasa. And Baba asking Chand Patil ki mujhe tum Nevasa le jao. What's the reason? Why did he go? So I think that's where we'll start with Tarkhanji with you.
So I start.
Yes.
Okay. You see, it is. I'll start my way, and always my way is with Bahu and Baba. So Baba and Bahu used to have a conversation. It was an interesting conversation always. One day, Baba told Bahu, my father, that Bahu, this world is a lot of Gyanis are there. I hope you understand Gyanis. So a lot of people with very high wisdom, they are existing in this world. But most of the time, this Gyan, they have acquired by reading various things, you see. Particularly in India, there are a lot of spiritual granthas, yeah, like Eknathi Bhagavad, Gita, all sorts of things. So they acquire the Gyan by reading these books. But it's of no use, all these Gyanis, unless and until they have a self-experience. The Gyan that you acquire with self-experience gives you the immense pleasure. It's a different kind of pleasure. It's a divine pleasure because that Gyan, you got it because of the blessing of your Guru. Malikji rightly pointed out, Guru is the most important thing. And when you acquire the Gyan with the help of your Guru, it's a great, great pleasure. So I start with this. Normally I was in the habit of reading Sai Sat Charitra. I read only one grantha, and that is Sai Sat Charitra. So normally I used to take a bath in the evening, and before taking my dinner, I used to always read at least one chapter from Sai Sat Charitra. So one day when I was reading Sai Sat Charitra, I don't know how many times I must have read earlier, but that particular day, I was struck with some lines. And as Malikji has pointed out, I will in fact read that 27th chapter and those lines for benefit of you all. See, after the stanza 12, I will read, लावावया मायेचा अंत वेदशास्त्री टेकिले हात पाहिल जो भूती भगवंत तोची तो निश्चित तरेल. Means the one who will find the Lord, God on bhuti. Bhuti means on this earth. Tochi to nishchita tarela. He will definitely survive. The next line struck me like a lightning. Soduniya Nijama Shahi Danyato Patila Chandabhai Save Gehuni Fakir Sai आरंभी येई नेवासिया तेथे वर्ष 6 मास फकीराचा होई निवास तेथेच कानड गावीच्या कमास सहवासास ठेविले असो पुढे प्रसिद्ध टाकळी घेऊन तेथील दगडू तांबोळी कमा बाबां समवेत ही मंडळी तेथून आली शिर्डीस. So these were those striking lines. When I went through that, I realized कि Baba ordered, of course, he must have ordered, Chand Patil, that I have finished my stay in your place, that is at Dupkeda. Now you take me to Nevasi. Nevasi, Shirdi and Dupkeda, roughly 60 kilometers in a, let's say, triangular shape. So one place is Dupkeda, Nevasi 60 kilometers, then Nevasi to Shirdi another 60 kilometers, and Shirdi to back to Dupkeda maybe another 60. It's like that, 60-kilometer triangle. So Baba ordered Chand Patil and he took Baba to Nevasi. Now there Baba stayed in Nevasi for 1.5 years. Of course, Chand Patil was not there with him. But Chand Patil made the arrangement, that is Kama and Dagdu Tamboli from this place just now you read. They were given to Baba's as a company, and 1.5 years they spent in Nevasi. From there, these three people, with that is Baba, the Kama and Dagdu Tamboli, they came to Shirdi. So while reading these particular lines, I was stuck. What is this particular information I was not knowing earlier than this particular time when I read. So I made up my mind that next time when I go to Shirdi, I will visit Nevasi. Why Baba went to Nevasi? What for? So there must be something interesting. So I must visit Nevasi. And yes, it so happened. So next time we went to Shirdi. That was Friday we went. Saturday we decided we will go to Nevasi. A 60-kilometer drive, not that far. So before going there, I inquired in Shirdi. I knew some local people for a long time. I asked them, okay, I want to go to Nevasi. So is there anything that you know about interesting? So those people told me, no, there is nothing great. There is one Vishnu Mandir and there is Naneshwar temple. So these are the two places of interest, and there is nothing much. Anyway, I had made up my mind because of the Sai Satcharitra. I said, no, for me this is the divine information directly from Baba. So I must go. So I went to Nevasi. I landed, it was about 11 o'clock. And that too, first my halt was at, they call it Mohini Raj Mandir. What is Mohini Raj? Mohini Raj is a Vishnu Murti in the Ardha Nara Nateshwari form. So Ardha Nari Nateshwar is what they call Vishnu over there, which means Vishnu in the form of half Nar and half Nari. And such a Murti is existing in this Mohini Raj Mandir. and they dress it up also accordingly. That half portion they make that murti, that idol, to wear sari and whatnot, and half portion it's a man's dress. So also there is a copper plaque. On that copper plaque, the details are written. So I went through that copper plaque and I realized that in this particular place, the Devganas, after Amrut Manthan had taken place, and finally the Amrut came. Prior to that, the halal came, which Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, he took it and he ensured that the halal doesn't go below his throat, and therefore he is called Nilkant, because throat became blue color. So after that the Amrut came, and now Devganas were very clever. They knew that Amrut must be given to Dev and not the Danavas. Otherwise they will create a hell. So Amrut distribution to Dev Ganas was done at that particular place. And Vishnu took the roop of Mohini, and therefore it is a Mohini Raj. While doing that distribution, Vishnu realized that there were two demons in the disguise of Devgana. They were what we call as Rahu and Ketu. So these two demons, Vishnu actually detected in that Mohini Raj roop, and he used his Sudarshan Chakra and he put them to rest. So Devganas were also puzzled ki what is Vishnu has done, because they were not knowing that these are the disguised Rahu and Ketu in the Devgana. So I was literally thrilled and quite satisfied. Oh my God! So this is the place where the nectar, Amrut, nectar was distributed. And is it because of this that Baba came? So he gets the dose of nectar, because all Babas, the so-called Karya in Shirdi, about 60 years of Karya in Shirdi has taken place after this. That means there is a Ajna, you see Ajna, the diktat of Vishnu to these saintly people. You see, Baba is a saint, and therefore we say he is a Vishnu avatar, he is a Vithoba avatar, he is all kinds of avatar. Yeah. So this is what I thought so, and I was satisfied. Yes, I have come to the right place. I was very happy. Now this experience is what I got. I have completed that visit to Vishnu Mohini Raj Mandir. Malikji, if you have got any clip or something on this.
Yes, I will share. Shekharji,
can
can you make sure I can share the screen?
1 minute. Yeah, you can do it now.
Okay. So this is the one. This is Tarkarji, this is Gyaneshwari Mandir, main Mandir.
Yeah, not this. I sent you, it is there in the Google. If people, they can see it on the Google. Mohini Raj Mandir.
Okay, I missed it. Okay.
Yeah, okay, doesn't matter. So, but side devotees, I can request you to go through Google, and in Google you find out the Mohini Raj Mandir, and you will find Ardhanari Nateshwar, and these things you will find on the Google. You see, the world has changed, and today the information you can get it sitting at home. But going personally and physically seeing these things gives you the immense and divine pleasure, which I got. Now my next halt. So my next halt was at Naneshwar temple. I was not knowing anything about Naneshwar temple. I had earlier visited Alandi, that is a place near Pune, where Naneshwar had taken his samadhi, and there is a Naneshwar temple, but that temple has got a Naneshwar idol and they worship and all that. So I was under the impression there must be such Naneshwar Murti and temple. This is what impression I was carrying. I was not knowing. But when I visited that Naneshwar temple, I was surprised. So now, Puniji, you can show that clip. That is a Naneshwar temple. Then I will tell the detail. Yeah. So you can read Naneshwari Rachna Sthan Shake 1212. That is 13th century. Yeah. And inside that, this is the main temple door. And inside, yeah. Can you show the next clip? Yeah, inside that, what I was thinking, where there will be a Naneshwar Murti, there was a dilapidated pillar. And I was surprised. What is this, broken pillar doing here? But this is the pillar devotees, great pillar, I would say. It is called, in Marathi, it is called Pais Kamb. Kamb means pillar, and it's called Pais. Now, this is the pillar against which Naneshwar sat, and he narrated the Naneshwari. So, this entire temple is constructed around this pillar, and also there is a stone plaque there where details are written, and you have to read that. It's quite a big, and I read that. All details are given there, that this is a pillar where Naneshwar used to sit and write and narrate the Naneshwari. And it took, because Naneshwari is quite big, I think it is about 12,000 stanzas. Yeah. And Naneshwar, this particular process went on for 2.5 years. He took 2.5 years to narrate the Naneshwari, and he did it sitting next to this dilapidated pillar. Why I call it dilapidated? Because originally this was a Karavireshwar Mandir. This particular place was Karavireshwar Mandir. And over a period of time, it is all broken, and this dilapidated pillar was left. So Naneshwar with Eknath, Sopandev and Muktabai, while they were returning from Paitan to Alandi, on the way they stayed at Nevasi. So Naneshwar is a second gentleman. I mean, Baba, of course, after Naneshwar. So he was basically the first gentleman to land at Nevasi. And not only land, stayed there for, Naneshwar stayed for 3.5 years, out of which 2.5 years we spent in narrating the Naneshwar. So when I read this thing on that stone plague. I was, totally taken aback. I was having a zero knowledge. See, there are a lot of people who must be in the Ahmednagar district, Pune. So they must be reading various things and they must be having this knowledge. I was not having any of these knowledge. My knowledge was exclusive Sai Satcharitra. I was very happy, but I was not that satisfied. Reading these dead things and getting this information. So I was internally striving that, if somebody could tell me, like I am narrating to you people, these Sai Leelas, you see, this is my quest, original quest, which one should have. So I'm sure you all must be having also the quest for knowing Baba's things, you see. So my quest was somebody should tell me in detail. And now, dear devotees, please believe me. Believe me from bottom of your heart. Baba came there. Baba told me the whole thing, and I was absolutely, I don't know what to describe. I found one old gentleman there. He was with white beard, white hair, wearing white kurta and dhotar. Marathi we call dhoti. So he was a very old looking character. So I went close to him and I told him, I called him Ajoba. Ajoba means grandpa. So I told him, Ajoba, you seem to be very original native of these people, this place. And, I read all that, but I am not happy. You see, you must be knowing things better about this place. So is it possible for you to tell me in detail this place? Because I am interested. Why I call this gentleman Baba? Because the way he interacted with me, it's very funny. He told me, Acha, you really want to know? I said, yes, I would love to know. So he says, okay, then you will have to, I will ask you 2 questions and you will have to pass my test. So if you pass my test, then I will tell you. I was, I said, अरे बाप रे, हम तो फंस गया. Because what question he will ask, and I am not confident. I am not that Gyani fellow. I just I am Sai's devotee and plain Sai devotee. You see, like a Aam Admi. So, but this fellow is going to ask some, spiritual question, and I am not that good at spirituality. So I told him, okay, I am interested. So I will try. You can ask question. So he put forward the first question. The first question, do you know Mahabharata? I told him, yeah. Being an Indian, one has to know Rama and Mahabharata, 2 great epics of India. So I, of course, know Mahabharata. Fairly well, I know. So he told me, okay, if you know it, then you tell me, who has written the Mahabharata? So his question was very specific. Who has written Mahabharata? Now, fortunately, I was clear, I was knowing, so I could tell him. I told him, Ajoba, grandpa, this question I can give you the real correct answer. I can tell you. He says, okay, tell. So I told that Mahabharata was actually, like a narration. Narration was done by Vyas Muni, and the writing of the Mahabharata was done by Lord Ganesh. I am very confident this particular information I know. So he was happy. He says, "Oh my God, you appear to be quite an intelligent person. So you know." I said, "No, no, no. I mean, this information I of course know, so I could tell you." Okay, you have passed my first test. Now the second test, second question. So I remember Malikji asking you people, I'll put a quiz. So this is that type of thing, quiz for me. So he told me, now you tell me, who has written Naneshwari? Now, my God. You see, I used to play a lot of cricket. I was a cricketer. So to tell you honestly, internally, I felt my middle stump is gone. I'm out. So I was started thinking of what to reply. You see, so I decided anyway. I'll be honest. I will not tell lies. I was not knowing Naneshwari, because his question is very specific. Who has written? So I told him, Azuba, I'm very sorry. I will be honest with you. I know Naneshwari is a creation of Sant Naneshwar, but writing of the Naneshwari, I really don't know. I'm sorry, I will not tell you wrong things. So I fail in your test. I don't know. Now now I get the real pleasure. You see. So I thought now this fellow will not tell me anything about this temple and all. So, but that didn't happen, and that's why I tell you all, he was Sai for me. You see, he was Sai. So he went inside the temple and he bought a mattress, and he spread that mattress on the ground, and he told, because I was with my family, so he told all of you sit down, and he sat down and he told me the story. And generally, my whole purpose of telling you these things is this particular story. Okay, so please listen carefully. So he said, so you listen, I will tell you. So he started the story. So he said that these four people, that is Naneshwar, Nivrutti, Sopan Dev and Muktabai, on way back from Paitan, along with that Reda, that bull. You see, bull had actually said the Vedas. Naneshwar made that bull to talk Vedas, and that is where those all Pandits, the Gyani, the so-called Gyanis of Paitan, they got surprised, how can this way bull talk? But Naneshwar, through that bull, was making them to listen to the Vedas. So Naneshwar had acquired that so-called divine power. So they came to Nevase and they stayed here. So one day, on the bank of, it's called Pravara River. And the river passing through Nevase is Pravara River today. Earlier, maybe it was that Kshir Sagar, what Malik ji has told you. That knowledge I didn't have. So Naneshwar was, after taking bath in Pravara River, and he was wearing dhoti and he was drying his long hair. So while he was doing that, one lady in a white sari and all, she came there and she prostrated in front of Naneshwar because he was saintly looking person. So Naneshwar, as per his normal ritual, he actually blessed that lady, and he told that lady that Saubhagyavati Bhava. I hope you understand. Saubhagyavati Bhava means, long live your husband. Saubhagya means husband. So long live your husband. So after blessing that lady like this, that lady started crying, and Naneshwar was taken aback. See, all this what I am telling you is the story that saintly fellow telling me. You see, this is the story he is telling me. Uh, so that lady started crying. So Naneshwar was surprised. I have not made any mistake. I gave her a good blessing. That you see, Sabhagyavati Bhava is a good blessing. So it's, but why she is crying? So Naneshwar asked that lady, could you tell me the reason for your crying? Because I think my Ashirwad, my blessings were not that bad. So she said, oh, what blessings you have given. So she pointed out to one dead body sitting on the, resting on the pyre, and there were people gathered there, and they were to lit that fire. And that lady was the wife of that dead man. And she was to go sati. You see, in India, that time, in those times, there was that so-called tradition of going sati. Means a lady after the death of her husband, if the husband dies first, then she will, jump onto the burning pyre, and she will give her life. So she told Naneshwar ki, that body on the pyre is my husband, and you have told me, Saubhagyavati, long live my husband. Oh my God, Naneshwar realized, my God, this is a big mistake I did. He didn't know. So what to do now? So Naneshwar, anyway, he's a saint Naneshwar after all. You see, with full wisdom dawned onto him by none other than Lord Vishnu. Yeah. So he said, okay, let us go there. So he took that lady, both of them went to that pyre. So he inquired with the people around, and he asked them, what is the name of the gentleman, because they had come to perform the last rite. So he got the name from them. He didn't ask that lady. So Naneshwar went to that dead body. He went near his ears, and he almost shouted in his ear, saying, he took the name because he knew the name now. So he says, Satchidananda Maharaj, झोप खूप झाली, उठा आता उठा. So means Satchidananda was the name of that person, and he was also a Maharaj, saintly fellow. So you have slept enough. So you please get up from your sleep. And whatever you want to call it, a chamatkar. As far as for me, it was all Sai Lila. I was enjoying, you see, and that body, of course, got up. You see, and he was a Satchidananda Maharaj, a saintly person. So when he got up, he realized he is on a pyre, and he realized he was a dead man, and life is back into him. And he saw his wife as well as Naneshwar standing there. So he realized in no time that this particular saintly looking man, he has actually put life back into me. And so my wife is also there. So his wife, was so happy. I mean, you can imagine what must have happened to her. So he said, "Oh, come on now. You are back to life. So let us go home." So Sachidanand Maharaj, he realized that no, actually, he is indebted to this saintly man. You see, he has put the life back into him. So he told his wife, no. You see, I crossed the boundary of our house as a dead man. So now I cannot go back to our house because this uh, saintly man, he was not knowing he is a saint Jnaneshwar, has put life back into me. So all my balanced life, whatever it is, I will now put it in the service of this great man. And whatever he will tell me, I will do. My balanced life is in the service of this man. So coming to that question, Jnaneshwar and Sachidananda Maharaj. Sachidananda was also a Maharaj, a saintly man, well known in Nevasik. So Jnaneshwar narrated the Jnaneshwari for 2.5 years, sitting next to that Pais Kham, and Sachidananda Maharaj wrote the Jnaneshwari. That was the correct answer to that question. That old man told me, this is you wanted to know, so this is the real story. And my God, believe me, I was, whatever I felt, I prostrated in front of that Sastang Namaskar to that old man. I was so happy with my visit to Nevasik. It was 110% satisfactory visit. So this is what happened. Malikji and Shekharji.
And this, and I can see a, resemblance. If you go in Dwarka, there is a small pillar, right? What you are just referring in Nevasa, that pillar by which Dhyaneshwarji was, narrated, same pillar is in Dwarka Mai. And Baba going, what do you think? Why do you think Tarkanji Baba went there for 1.5 years with
Well, according to me, you see, these are all. You see, our main as we have that Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the runner. You see, he runs the show, and Mahesh is the destroyer. Yeah, this is the three roles. These three. So Vishnu is actually driving all these. The great people, the great saints, including Baba, of course, Jnaneshwar, Baba. Jnaneshwar is 13th century. Baba is very recent. So they were driven by some divine force, you see, and that is the reason they came to Nevasik. You see, Nevasik is the place, very important place, and finally the nectar. So I think we see these people are immortal. You see, what?
And in Poti it's mentioned Nevarkar का reference है जहाँ पर बाबा snake के रूप में आए थे, और right, so they were all part of Nevasa. Yes. Okay, good, great. I think there's some true new knowledge for. So Shekharji, you wanted to ask about now moving back to the Chandokar family. By the way, just I wanted to share everyone. Next week we have Nana Sahib Chandokar family coming to this forum and sharing this. So Shekharji, you have a
break. Yeah, I'll just take break and come.
Yes. So next week we are having Nana Sahib Chandokar family and one other family who will come here and talk about what they have heard from family. Nana Sahib Chandrokar, right? I mean, if you talk about such the Kaka Sahib Dikshit, Nana Sahib Chandrokar, Nimonkar ji, Adkar ji, Bisham ji, I mean, they are like main Shama and all these, they are main Babas people, surrounded by these people, Baba was surrounded. So we'll have, next week we'll have Nana Sahib Chandrokar.
Punitji, I think some people are asking because they came late to the session and they missed the darshan of Shirdi Dwarka Mai.
Yeah, so
do you have an
Bali,
option? Like, can you call Balika ji and then, is it possible to call her and then,
so I will tell you that they have put barricades in Shirdi for today, right? So she had to leave. So that's why I requested her,
No, but she's still available on phone or, we cannot.
She left actually.
She left, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah. So today we have the Guru Purnima, we are celebrating in the US because in the US it is all, done today. So it's a good thing that we have the session also here. So Tarkarji is back.
Yeah, so I'm back. Yeah.
Sairam Virendraji.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, we read, very interesting story in Sai Satcharitra about Nana Sahib Chandrokar and Mainatai and how Baba saved her from the labor pain in the last moment, And we also read very briefly about Biniwale in a story in one of the chapters. So, but I think there's a lot more to know about it. So, can you give us some brief about Biniwale and Nana Sahib Chandrokar and Mainatai? He expired sooner than Mainatai. So, if you know something, please let us know.
Yeah. Okay. It will be my great pleasure to. You see, after writing my book, see, I was also having a quest for knowing about other people, see, all the time knowing from my father and my family. I was interested to actually also know from all these people, like Kaka Sahib Dikshit, Nana Sahib Chandorkar, Anna Sahib Dabolkar, all these people that their so-called descendants must be also having a lot of Sai stories. Unfortunately, I could not come across, but it so happened about I think 2-3 years back, maybe. So there was a Sai program in BKC in Bandra, in Mumbai. And I attended that program because a lot of Sai devotees had come. So I had gone there. So now, before I tell you that what actually happened, see what you have just now told about Nana Sahib Chandorkar, his daughter, and her delivery, and all that. You see, after that, the incident which is written in Sai Satcharitra is Nana Sahib wanted to, show his Sambandhi. Mr. Biniwale is his Sambandhi. That is where his daughter was married, in the family of Biniwale. So Nana Sahib was very much wanting Biniwales to know about his Guru. Guru means Baba, of course. So he told him all the great things about Baba. And he told him, okay, I will take you to the darshan of my Guru. So it happened. It's written in Sai Satcharitra. But on the way to Shirdi, they took a bath at Godavari river. And Biniwale just asked a question to Nana Sahib, what is that particular temple? So Nana Sahib told, that's a Dattaguru temple over there. So Biniwale was actually the Bhakta of Dattaguru. You see, very strong devotee of Dattaguru. So he developed the desire that, oh, if it's a Datta temple, then I must visit it, I must see. So Nana Sahib didn't allow. He said, no, don't do it. You see, first we'll go to Shirdi. On the way back from Shirdi, we will visit the Dattaguru temple. So, because Nana Sahib was so much anxious that he should see first Baba and not Datta temple. Anyway, he took it. But Nana Sahib actually, the thorn went in, pinch his leg, and he was hurt. So when they reached Dwarka Mai, Nana Sahib was, with that pain. He came to Dwarka Mai, both of them. And Baba was enraged. You see, he was very, he started shouting on Nana. Although he is a hurt man, you see, his leg is hurt with the foe. So Babalicha Kata, as they call it, you see, the thorn. So Nana got surprised, I am hurt and I have come here and I bought this Biniwale, my Sambandhi. And Baba is shouting because Baba told him, Nana, this is what I have taught you and this is what you have learned from me. What sort of disciple you are, that sort of thing it went through. So Biniwale was quiet, he was just watching. Then later on, Nana, after they left Dwarka Mai, Nana was very, very apologetic to Biniwale. You see, he never thought his guru will be talking like this and all that, you see. And he was very much disappointed. So, all of us know this particular story. Now, we don't know anything about Biniwale, And, this is like a quest. This was my quest. Okay, what happened to Biniwale is not written by Anna Sahib. You see, it is not written. So what actually happened to him? So when the program at Bandra was there, so I was asked to narrate things. I had done that. So after that, one lady came to me, and that lady was Mrs. Biniwale. Yeah, I was not knowing her. She was, of course, because of that program, and she knew me. So she told me that, your book and all that. So she took my book from me. So when she told she's Biniwale, I said, oh, Biniwale, that is Sai Satcharitra, Nana Sahib Chandorkar, and so the same Biniwale. So she said, yes, same. So, so she happened to be the second daughter of Mainatai. And I told her, you are a great person I am meeting, you see. I was longing to meet people like that, So, and you are great because, you are both grandfathers, Nana Sahib Chandorkar, one is maternal grandfather and another is paternal grandfather. And it's Biniwale. By any chance, you know anything about, or you heard anything from Biniwale, your grandfather? She told me that. You see, she told me that so-called uncompleted half story of Anna Sahib Davolkar. She told me that yes, my grandfather had told me that is not Nana Sahib Biniwale, that when they went to Dwarka mine and Baba was shouting and whatever to Anna, but as far as Biniwale is concerned, he was not seeing Baba at all. He was seeing Lord Dattatreya in place of Baba. This truth, she revealed to me, and believe me, that particular day and that particular moment, I was the happiest person in the world. I have met somebody who, for the first time, I was hearing that, and that is must happen because Biniwale never ever bothered what Nana Sahib is talking and apologizing and regretting and all that, because he was seeing Sakshat Dattatreya. You see, that is the experience of Biniwale. A great meeting of the gentleman with Baba. It's his first meeting with Baba. Yeah. So this is the half completed story. I was,
Great.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think this is really great. शेखर जी, हाँ, we are coming close, but main चीज जो हमने पूछनी है पूछिए तरखड़ जी से.
Param Tarkarji,
Yeah,
today's
Sairam.
Guru Purnima is very special day for all Baba's devotees.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
when your father, been to Shirdi and then asked for, on the Guru Purnima day, what Guru Dakshina he was asked by Baba?
Yeah, actually, you see, as regards my father is concerned, I think by now I have published my book, so I think also digital publication has been also done in Hindi and English. So, but I can tell you my personal experience about Guru Dakshina of Baba. Okay, that I would love to tell you.
Yes.
My,
And how long,
my father,
Tarkhad ji, how long you have been going to 18 years, right?
yeah,
On
you
Guru
see, I
Purnima.
attended from 1973 onwards, about till 1992 around that. Because after that my house was ready and I started performing Guru Purnima in my house. So about 18 years, all consecutive Guru Purnimas I attended at Shirdi. All 3 days I used to be at Utsav, the Guru Purnima Utsav. And that was a great pleasure. So that incident and that my experience, I can tell you, very interesting. It's very interesting. So you see this one particular Guru Purnima, my ritual of Guru Purnima is, see, I will wear pajama kurta, brand new pajama kurta, get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I take bath and all that. And by 3 o'clock, I will land into Samadhi Mandir because there used to be always a queue there. So I will stand in that queue and they open the door and enter the mandir. I will attend the Kakad Aarti. And the Guru Purnima, the so-called Guru Dakshina, I used to always carry in my pocket. I used to wrap in paper, 101 rupees at that time, and put it in my pocket. And when my turn comes to that Dan Peti on the Samadhi Mandir, Mathura, so I'll put the Guru Dakshina in that Dan Peti. This was my normal Guru Purnima ritual. So one of these last Guru Purnima, it so happened, I did everything as per that. But when I came out of the hotel, Pilgrim Inn, I used to always stay in Pilgrim's Inn. In those days, that was a good enough hotel for pilgrims like me. So I found unprecedented crowd in Shirdi. I think more than 1 lakh of people. And they all looked, like those Varkaris, as though they have come from Pandharpur. You see, and it was so. So that particular Guru Purnima, these Varkari, about 1 lakh of them, they came to Shirdi from Ashadi Ekadashi, Pandharpur, and they attended the Guru Purnima day. They informed that Samsthan people that because about 1 lakh people, they have to be given food and whatnot. So, and the Samadhi Mandir was jam packed. All roads were jam packed. I said, my God, and this is 3 o'clock in the morning. So I said, now gone. You see, I cannot enter the Samadhi Mandir. Kakadarthi, next to impossible. So I decided to myself, what do I do now? So anyway, my famous place in Shirdi is always Lendibag. You see, Lendibag is the place because most of the incidents with my father and Baba had taken place in Lendibag because that was like a what do you call it? Swarg, Swarg. For my father, it was like a Swarg, yeah, heaven. So I went to Lendibag. I sat there because Kakadarthi you can hear from anywhere with the mic. So then I was thinking myself, what about my Guru Dakshina? Oh. So then, thought came to my mind. Anyway, this is the first time it has happened. Now I leave it to Baba. I leave it to Sai. Sai should come and collect his Guru Dakshina from me because I just cannot get into all this crowd and this, that. So it was there in my pocket. Now that whole day went. I never made any attempt to go to Samadhi Mandir. So I said, what do I do now? So anyway, the final thought came. Anyway, if Baba doesn't take it from me, then on the way back to ST stand, I used to always go by ST in those days. I used to always book ticket and this, that. And I will, on the way back to stand, Khandwa Mandir will come. Khandwa Mandir is there on the way back. And I will finally put the Dakshina over in Khandwa Mandir. It will reach Baba because that is a place where Baba came first. How. So this is what I did. And I didn't bother much. I attended Kala and this, that. But the quest was that Baba should come and collect the Dakshina from me. It's after all Guru Dakshina. Anyway, nothing happened. So I left Pilgrim's Inn. And, whenever that was my normal. So I looked forward for a porter, coolie, Amal. I will select my Amal. Normally, I will select, needy person. There used to be a lot of people there, as a porter. So that day I found one old man, quite old looking. I felt very pity on him. So I told him, I see any old man, when I call him, I termed him Ajuba, So I told him in Marathi. I normally talk Marathi in Shirdi whenever I'm there. I said, Ajuba, you are very old and you are doing this Amali. You don't have anybody, your relation and all that. This is not your age to do all these things. So he says, oh no, you don't bother about me. You have got these 2 bags, no, and the jewelry, only these 3 pieces of luggage. Huh? I will take it. Only you'll have to put it on my head. You see, I will carry on my head. So I said, okay, then all right, it's fine. But tell me how much will be your portage charges. So he told me, no, you give whatever you want to give. I said, no, I don't like this thing. Let us fix up from here to AC stand, we have to go. Whatever you tell. 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 15 rupees, 20, whatever you tell. You tell me. This is the amount you will take. He said, no. Don't bother. You give me whatever you feel like. I will not do any, no assaults on my portage. So I said, okay. So I put those 2 bags onto his head because he was carrying one cloth, वो उसका ऐसा पुचुंडी बना के सर पे रख दिया, and I put those 2 small bags, me and my mother-in-law. And so he asked me for my jewelry also. I said, no, the jewelry I will not. The jewelry I always carry prasad, and it's not this I will carry. Don't worry. Jewelry with me. So I told him, you have to walk slow with me because of my mother-in-law. She used to always have a stick. And we will go from the shortcut inside road to AC stand. I knew. He also, he said, oh, yeah, I will walk with you. No problem. So we walked. So I asked him in Marathi. See, the most important thing of the whole incident is I was all the time talking to him in Marathi, and he was also telling me in Marathi. So I said, Rajawa, I don't understand. Why are you doing all these things? Are you from Shirdi? So he said, no, it is, I'm not from Shirdi. It's a long story. You will have to hear my story. I said, okay, whatever is your story, tell me. I said, why are you doing all these things? You see, it hurts me. He said, no, don't bother. See, this is a 25-year-old back, 25-year-old back. And I'm from Mumbai. I came to Shirdi. I said, what, 25 years back? You are in Mumbai? He said, yes. I was in a textile mill. I was in a weaving department. I had a family and I was staying at Parel. And he started his story, all in Marathi. And then he said, but what happened, in weaving department, I got infected with TB, tuberculosis. And I was hospitalized. Then I was put into Cancer Tata Hospital. I was, listening to his story. I said, what is this fellow, what story is telling me? And that old man literally mesmerized me. You see. I was listening very intently to his story. Then he says, one day I decided, because I heard those doctors telling that I will not live longer. You see, the disease will finish me off. So one night I decided to quit Tata Cancer Hospital. So I quitted. And I came, walking to this particular place. I came to Shirdi. I said, what is this fellow talking? What is he telling? Kidhar Mumbai, kidhar Shirdi, and cancer patient, TB patient. And he came walking. Then I said, okay, what did he do? He said, I came here, I came to know that this Shirdi Sai Baba, So, and you have to drink his udi and drink that water, tirth, like a tirth. So I used to go to Dwarka Mai. I apply that udi, and I will come after the Baba Snan is over, and that the water. I don't know now, but in those days I had seen. I had also drank that tirtha like other people. So that I knew. So I used to drink tirtha, and like that, 25 years have gone. So no TV, no this thing, and I'm living. I was totally. I said, what old man and what story, and what Mumbai and what applying Modi and Tirtha and what these fellows is telling. You see, by that time, the history stand came. I forgot. You see, my Khandova temple, this thing, that thing, all I forgot. That fellow is totally mesmerized. So the history stand came and, bus was there. So I said, okay, I'll keep the luggage and all that. I'll come and pay you your quotation. So I did all that and he was waiting. Then I don't know what happened to me. I put my hand in the pocket and that my Guru Dakshina was there. So I took out that and I gave him. Because it used to be always wrapped in the paper, so he doesn't know how much money is there. So then he unfolded that paper and he saw that 101 rupees. So, see, he was talking to me everything in Marathi all this time. And he told me the word. He said, "Are एवढ्याच्या मजुरीचे," means such a small, majuri, that portage. एवढे मोठे पैसे, means such a big money, 101 rupees for portage from that pilgrim into this. Then I told him, see, Azua, we had agreement that no hassles. You told me whatever I give, you take. I told you, okay, I will, whatever I want, I will give. So no hassles. This is, and anyway, I am not giving you your portage. I am giving you my Guru Dakshina. You see, I am taking you to be my Guru and I give you my Guru Dakshina. This is my Guru Dakshina, you please take and no hassle. So he said, oh, I see. This is your Guru Dakshina. I said, yes. So he said, oh, if that is the case, then I will take it. And now, my story ends because you people can always ask me or doubt, how do I know that he was Sai? How do I know that he was Baba? You know what he told me? My entire conversation with him was in Marathi, but after receiving this money, he told me, Beta, Allah bhala karega. Oh God, I realized my goodness. And this realization came later, you see, quite after some time. And I was searching that old, no trace of old man at all. You see, Baba took his Guru Dakshina and gave the proof, calling Allah Bala Karega.
Wow. Very touching, Tarkanji, very touching.
Yeah.
I know you left the suspense to me also to hear it in the session, but I think this is very good. I think it's a very, very right moment for us to do Baba's Aarti. I know many of you guys are asking the chat to conclude this session with the Baba Aarti. So I'm gonna play right now. Hold on one minute.
आरती नाही ते लावली
श्री सच्चिदानंद सद्गुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय। आरती साई बाबा सौख्यदाता दीपा चरण जतरी द्यावा दासा विसावा भक्ता विसावा। आरती साई बाबा स्वस्वरूपी राधे रंग मुमुक्षु जनाला निज डोरा श्रीरंग डोरा श्रीरंग। आरती साई बाबा जय मणि जय सभाव दया कैसा अनुभव गाविसी दया घना ऐसी तुझी माव तुझी माव। आरती साई बाबा तुमचे नाव ध्याता हरे संस्कृती व्यथा अगाध करणी मार्ग दाविसी अनाथा दाविसी अनाथा। आरती साई बाबा कलियुगी अवतार सगुण पर ब्रह्म साकार अवतीर्ण झाला हे स्वामी दत्त दिगंबर दत्त दिगंबर। आरती साई बाबा आठा दिवसा गुरुवारी भक्त करी शिवारी प्रभुपद पावया भव भय निवारी भय निवारी। आरती साई बाबा माझा निज द्रव्य देवा तव चरण सेवा मागणी सियाता तुम्हा देवाधिदेवा देवाधिदेवा। आरती साई बाबा इच्छित दीन चातक निर्मल होय निज सुख। आचार्य माधवाया सांभाळा आपुली भाग आपुली भाग। आरती साई बाबा सौख्यदाता जीवा चरण जतरी द्यावा दासा विसावा भक्ता विसावा। आरती साई बाबा।
Sai Ram, very nice. So I think we come to the closure of our session, and we heard a lot of Baba's Leelas, and like I said, next week we have Nana Sahib Chandrokar. He has his own lot of stories. We'll hear from him, and others. I'll keep you informed on the WhatsApp. Shekharji, anything before we close?
No, nothing. Sairam, Virendraji, thank you so much. And thanks all devotees to join for this session. And we'll meet again next week. Sairam, happy Guru Purnima to all of you.
Thank you.
Now what?